I've trained clients to IFBB and Natural Pro Cards, to national and world records in powerlifting, as well as professional, Olympic, and CrossFit Games athletes. In today's video, I want to share a quick lateral raise variation that I'm currently using with a men's classic physique competitor, as well as a woman's figure competitor. What we're doing is we're building out their shoulder cap, specifically looking to improve shoulder width in their front relaxed pose. The variation we're doing is a cable lateral raise. We have the cable set up around mid-thigh, and we're using a wrist cuff. The cuff is something you can get off Amazon, nice and cheap, just any basic thing will do. I just make a fist and I make the cuff tight around my fist so that way I can slide my hand in and out between sets and just go back and forth side to side. So that's, something cheap you can get off Amazon, doesn't have to be anything amazing. And then what we do is we set up on the cable station and step out to get tension. What's nice about this setup is since the cable is set at mid-thigh, I already have tension right now. This is actually when that movement will feel the heaviest, is when the muscle is most loaded in the most stretched position. So this is gonna really help to bring out that separation between the delt and the bicep and tricep. Now, of course, you need to get super lean for that to come out as well, but this will help build out that lower portion of the shoulder. We know, for example, when we do chest movements, if you do decline movements, that tends to build the outside and more along the bottom edge here. Whereas if you do inclined movements, that tends to build more across the top. There are ways to kind of shape a muscle belly depending on the angle and way in which you present the stimulus. This is a variation for the shoulder cap that helps to build out that bottom portion. So we step out, we get a little bit of tension here, and then what I want to think about is if I was doing my front relaxed position, I would bring my arm up and out, like this. Now I'm loading it with the cable, and you can feel, if you were to do this movement, you would feel the tension in that position. I don't have to literally do the pose for every repetition, but while I'm doing the repetition, that's what I want to think of. If you notice, I'm not coming very high with my hand. What I'm looking to do is to just mimic the position that I would be in that pose, in that front relaxed pose. The reason why is this is going to keep the stress into the shoulder joint. If I try to go any higher, we tend to lift through the trap and we get other muscles involved. A lot of the rotator cuff muscles, some of the rhomboid lower traps that move the shoulder blade. If I stay with just however high I would come for that initial pose, that front pose, I can keep this more isolated just into that middle and rear delt, which is going to help us build that width that we want in that front relaxed position. So this is a cool variation of an exercise. If you want to give it a try, you can see the practical application by just mimicking that position, but it really helps isolate the stress into the middle and rear delt where we want it most to build that width. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. That's it. Thank you for watching.